Hello everybody, start of the week, start of what's sold, and we're going to go over most of it. Alright, so we've got some cool things to discuss today. First two things are going to be cool. Well, one's cool and new, and the other one's just kind of fascinating. So, Sarah went and got herself suspended on Instagram, as most of you know. And, nothing, no violations. She didn't say anything wrong. She just liked too much stuff and shared too much stuff and followed too many profiles, which is kind of what you're supposed to do on Instagram. But while she was in the car, she was bored and she was just doing that. And she did too much of it. And Instagram thought she was a bot, so they suspended her for a week. And that did put a little bit of a hurting on our business last week, because if you notice from the What Sold video, there's not very many Cabbage Patches sold, maybe 4. This week, however, it's a bit of a different story. This is what's sold. There's 12 in here. And then there's 2 down here. One right here, another one in there, and there's 2 back here. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in total. And that's what happens when Sarah's Instagram's running. It's crazy. But it does drive a good majority. I'd say 75% of the business we get Cabbage Patch wise comes from that Instagram account. So that's why we were a little slow last week. The new thing that's happened to us is we sold something on Bonanza. Yes. On Bonanza. When we went and visited with Kevin, was talking about it, seemed pretty simple. Figured we'd give it a shot. Uploaded 3,800 listings or 3,900 listings yesterday to Bonanza, which is pretty simple to do, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then something sold. What was it? What's this? It's an ashtray with baby shoes attached to it, which is kind of fitting that an ashtray sold. Because Kevin likes selling ashtrays so much. This is baby shoes and an ashtray. Would I ever recommend picking up bronze baby shoes? No, not really. No, there's not a huge market for them. If you get it cheap enough, sure, but is it going to be a fast seller? No, it's not. $17.50 for that on Bonanza plus shipping. So, we'll take it all day. But, yeah, interesting. Moving over to Poshmark, because we did sell some things on Poshmark. We are running an experiment right at the moment. We'll talk about it on the lives a lot. We bailed on Flip for a month, and we went back to Posh or VA. So, because Flip's been kind of spotty with us lately, and we just wanted to see if there's a dramatic difference between Posh or VA and Flip. Because looking back on things, we noticed that when the drop in business on Poshmark started, it was right around the time we kind of, there was about a month or 2 gap in between our transfer from Posh or VA to Flip. So we decided to give it a shot. And so far, and it's probably just because Posh or VA just really cranked out a bunch of offers right when we started it, but we sold 3 things immediately. So, it's not looking like now. 2 of them were for $9. We sold this comfort color shirt, which we have a ton of these comfort color shirts, these exact comfort color shirts in this exact size, which is large. $9 for that plus shipping. And then we sold a sweater, this Worthington black and white leopard print sweater, size large, $11, and then this tank top, floral tank top for $9, Victoria's Secret for $9, size extra large. So those are the 3 things that sold immediately, like within 20 minutes of me activating Posh or VA. So, I don't know yet. Let's see how the week goes, and we'll let you know. Well, the month. We're going to do the whole experiment. Anywho, moving over to eBay. And we sold a bunch of stuff. We sold a lot of photos. We sold a lot of all kinds of stuff. The first photo is this one. I listed this one. It's like a Hawaiian dancer with an old 70s style band behind it. This, believe it or not, was taken at Disney World. This was like their, I don't know, Hawaiian themed party night or something like that. I don't really remember exactly. I have a little bit of a synopsis on this family's vacation. Yeah, it was taken at Disney World, and then we sold this one. Just a husband and wife cooking in a old kitchen. Well, it was probably a new kitchen back then, but $10 for the pair plus shipping. And then we sold a pretty cool postcard. Still not 100% on why this one sold for so much money, because it's nothing special. It's the Land of the Sky, Mitchell's Pool, North Carolina. What is it with North Carolina? Now that I see the North Carolina postcards sell for a lot of money, and I'm not sure why. Anyways, there it is. $10 for that postcard, plus shipping. On the cabbie front, we've got a Kuza. Here she is. It's a 1980s Cabbage Patch Kuza, striped cat, as you can see. Striped cat. With the woodland dress that Sarah put on him. Sorry. Precious. $15 plus shipping. Vintage Army Technical Manual. We sell a lot of these. Watch it with these things, though. There's weapons stuff in these. You can't sell them. You'll get in trouble. So, this is Department of Army Technical Manual, Technical Training of Parachutists. So if you want to learn how to jump out of a plane, there you go. Right there. From 1968, $15 plus shipping. Sold a couple of these. 2 lots of pictures. 1 lot of 40. Just a bunch of family photos. And then 1 lot of 50. Right here. The lot of 40, $14. The lot of 50, $15. That's a deal. You get an extra 10 pictures for $1. Both of the same buyer. So, more repeat buyers. More cabbies. We got this Sitting Pretty Sweet Dreams cabbie. As you can see, they're sitting pretty. Not precious. From 2013, right here. And then that same person came through and bought the other one we had. Sitting Pretty cabbie right here. So we got 2 Sitting Pretty cabbies. Both sold for $12.50 plus shipping. We sold these. This is the kind of stuff that we get at thrift stores because nobody's looking for this stuff. These are my favorite thing. Pillow shams. Right here. It's like 90s style blue and yellow pillage shams. Cottagecore is what Sarah has marked here. $10.50 for the pair. There's 2 of them. Plus shipping. Another cabbie. This one, 1980s Cabbage Patch with the footy pajamas. Everybody on the Instagram likes these footy pajamas that Sarah puts on them. They are precious. Anyways, 1980s Cabbage Patch, blonde hair, green eyes, teal floral footy pajamas. $27.50. Plus shipping. Sold a quilted blanket. Again, something we look for at thrift stores if they're cheap enough. This quilted diagonal striped Afghan, handmade, $20 plus shipping. Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's Wednesday, February 8th. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what happened to Tuesday? Well, Tuesday sucked. We sold 3 things, and they all sold like mid-afternoon, and yeah, that was it. It was probably one of our worst days ever. Today was better. Total 16 things, actually 17, 18, 19 things if you include the other marketplaces. We sold things on eBay, Poshmark, and thedailycabbage.com. So, what are we going to talk about first? Well, I don't know, because again, I'm not prepared. So, I'm going to do that and I'll get right back to you. Alright, now that I have my act together, we'll get started. We sold on Poshmark a pillowcase. This is a vintage cotton comfort pillowcase. We buy this stuff all the time because thrift stores don't think it's valuable, and we know it is. $15 plus shipping. And then we also sold a crocheted baby blanket that actually has the alphabet in it. You see? Well, it looks like a 2. But there's a T. X. Isn't that neat? Yeah, $12 plus shipping for that. Moving over to the Daily Cabbage. We sold cabbage. I know. Very surprising. This little girl right here. She's a vintage 1980s Cabbage Patch Kid. Brown hair, brown eyes, with this Cabbage Patch dress on. Precious. This sold for $29.50. Sorry, $29.50. Plus shipping. And then over to eBay. Let's get this stuff out of here. Sold a few minutes ago. We sold a curtain. This one. It's Draylon. It says right there, Draylon. Do you use Draylon anymore? It's polyester, so I guess so. Anyways, $11.98 or $11.88 at Kmart. Well, it went up in value. $12.25 plus shipping. Sold a bunch of small stuff today. Sold a cassette for $3, a couple photos for $5, some ephemera for $5. Sold a picture. This is a local picture for sure. Just a family standing around with bread. It's from the Loaves and Fishes celebration at Pymatuming Lake, sponsored by Schwabels is the name of the company. Local bread company here. Yeah, pretty cool. $11 plus shipping for that. Sold some pants. These are new with tags St. John's Bay pants. Size 38-34. They're still in the bag, so not much to see there. They're chinos, $14 plus shipping for those. Sold some more pants, actually. Some Zaraman sweatpants. Good brand to keep an eye out for if you can find it cheap. I wouldn't go crazy with it because it's not worth a ton secondhand, but definitely worth looking at if you see this brand. Size 30 to 34, $10 plus shipping. Sold a lot of pants today. And we sold another cabbie, bonnet cabbie. This is a 1980s Cabbage Patch Kid with the bonnet hat. Is this Cabbage Patch brand? I don't think so. No, it's not. Sarah put that on her. Anyways, $27. Plus shipping. We sold a Pusheen. Pusheen the cat. Never seen him before? He's like a chubby, funny looking cat. They make all kinds of stuff out of this cat. Anyways, we tend to buy these if they're cheap enough just because they're easy to sell and people do collect them. It's a 10x7 Pusheen from 2015. $10 plus shipping. Hello everybody. Welcome to Thursday. February 9th. I wish you guys could see this graph that I'm looking at on eBay. It's, the bar graph where there's like all these, your sales. And it's, all relatively in the same spot. And then this week it goes whoosh, and then it's like deet, deet, deet. I have no idea what's going on. I'd like to blame it on something, but I don't know what to blame it on. Because in all reality, this should be a pretty decent time of year. People are getting their tax returns back. You know, some people have some extra money far enough away for some holidays. You know, maybe Valentine's Day, but that doesn't make any sense. Because people don't go too crazy for Valentine's. It's not like Christmas, you know. So, I don't know. Can't answer the question. I can tell you, though, that thanks to the Cabbage Patches, we eked out a okay day. So it wasn't great. Well, this week we're significantly lower than our average. Something that's not a Cabbage Patch is this. That's sold. It's applied surveillance photography. Not sure how I feel about that, but here it is. It's a book. And it's a pretty valuable book as far as photography books go. $13 plus shipping. So, and then the rest of the sales that are worth talking about are all Cabbage Patches. So we got $30 Cabbage Patch. We've got a $26 Cabbage Patch in here, $25 Cabbage Patch, a $17 Cabbage Patch, and then an $18 Cabbage Patch in there. So, those are all the cabbies. And then the only thing left, short day, is going to be this, which is Jaguar ephemera lot. Again, there was an estate sale nearby. Guy had a thing for Jaguars, so we bought a whole bunch of like old Jaguar ephemera. What is that on the front? That looks like a 450, 430, somewhere on there. Old Jag. Anyways, $14 for that plus shipping. And other than that, we sold 3 postcards between $4 and $3.50. Crap. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm smiling like in 3 seconds when it clicks over into the next day. We'll see. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Final day of the What Sold, Friday, February 10th. It's been a rough week. We muscled out a little bit. Enough, we'll say. Sales on 2 marketplaces today. MIckie came out of nowhere with 2 sales. Both over $20, oddly. And then eBay, of course, had a few sales on it. What do we have in total? 12 total sales. Again, not our usual money, but some decent ones in there. So let's go to MIckie and this bag. Just a bag full of stuff that Sarah got at a thrift store. Tied up pretty nicely too. These are blow mold eggs. They're just plastic. They're kind of soft eggs. There's several of them in here. They're old-ish. Anyways, $21 for the bag plus shipping. And then I don't need to say it anymore because I think you get it by now. Sold some vintage towels. These are hideous. But there's a hand towel, and then I guess you call it a bath towel right here with this like fringe on it. For both of them, $25 plus shipping on MIckie. Moving over to eBay. Pennsylvania license plates, the first decent sale we had from 1949. As you can see, this one's pretty beat up, and people prefer it to be, how it was originally, not restored. Because the restored ones don't sell for as much. $15 plus shipping for this. Sold some postcards, some photos as usual, all for $6, $5, $8. We sold one postcard for $8. I'll show it to you. How about that? Because this is, in the postcard world, there's obviously really expensive ones, but if you're looking for things that are kind of bread and buttery, but will sell for decent money, stuff like this sells for good money. It's just an old motor lodge or a hotel run by Best Western, the Topper Motor Hotel in Bakersfield, California. Bakersfield certainly doesn't look that nice anymore, but yeah, Topper Motor Lodge in Bakersfield, $8 for this one postcard plus shipping. So gotta love that. Sold some cabbies. Sold 2 cabbies. This is the first one, newer cabbie with her Valentine's Day dress on. 1995 Cabbage Patch with the Valentine's Day dress and such, $17 plus shipping for the cabbie. And then another one, more of the daily cabbage special. This is a 1980s Cabbage Patch with the footy pajamas that Sarah always puts on them. $25, sorry. $25. Plus shipping. And we got a couple more pieces here. Some more ephemera. This is kind of cool, and I didn't know these sold for as much money as they do. Apparently so. This is a Pittsburgh map book. Back in the day, before GPS, this is pretty much the easiest way to get yourself around rather than dealing with one of those awful maps and then trying to figure out how to fold it, which I could never do. These books were a little more reasonable and easier to use, and you kind of narrow it down by neighborhood rather than have that whole massive map of the area. So these worked out, and I remember these when I was a kid. Haven't used one in quite a while. Haven't used a map in quite a while because I also use GPS. But anyways, $25 for this. Plus shipping. It went up in value. It was originally $12.95. How about that? And then the last thing is a photo. Again, all about content. Anytime we see stuff like this with the family standing in front of a sign, we tend to gravitate towards it. So this is looks like father and son standing in front of Cape Cod Canal Army Corps of Engineers. It's just a sign for the canal, I guess. Pretty cool, though. $15 plus shipping. That's wrapping it up for us this week. Wasn't our best week. Hoping we get some people getting their tax returns back and start boosting some business back up. But either way, we're going to continue on doing what we're doing. Just an update for tomorrow. There's not going to be a live tomorrow night, Super Bowl Sunday, if you're watching this on the day it came out. But me and Sarah will be back live on Thursday. So, and a new What's Old video coming up soon. So, if you haven't, and you're still here, hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel. Might as well. It doesn't cost you a penny. See ya. Bye.
Good day, sir!